Howdy everyone. Hi y'all. As the title of stream and on layout says, we're going to be taking ERRORCODE D27 attempts because I was really close the other day off camera and I kind of want to close that out. So that's going to be the main goal. But we're going to see how I feel. Otherwise, we're just going to be getting our exercise. This isn't even what I'm doing tomorrow because I have a showcase tomorrow with Doom for Noga, but we'll talk about that later. But let's get a warm-up in and see how I feel. Hope everyone has had a good week. Thank you for the good luck, Shinji. And hey, Jack. Let's see what happens here.
New tiers. Difficult series zone. First to 0. Double X. Prime time.
This will work for a warm-up. Probably put JT on, but whatever. Hi, Figgy. Small Diaries is such a great warm-up. It starts very slow with enough movement, and by the time I get to the run, I feel pretty good.
Next stage.
It's one of those songs that, for me, that you would think would be annoying, but actually ends up just working out well with how it's structured. Because U's music, this U, it's kind of hit and miss for me depending on what it is, but Small Diary I think works out well. Here, we have a cat song for the cats. We also have a JT for me. Most impossible song to time without JT. Well, one of them anyways. cut early in that transition. So I got all that.
Unbelievable! You're the best!
I did miss this too.
Next stage.
I did play a cat song. Only because it makes for a good warm-up. Now I can make myself very significantly less happy by trying to do this. How do I want to do this at the end? I think we'll just, we'll eighth note jump it. Oh, what a chart this is. I would have been okay with UG, but I got it good at the end.
Absolutely perfect!
Damn it.
Wow! New record!
Improvement is improvement, but still.
Next stage.
That chart is just so exhausting. The chart itself is fine pattern-wise, but man, it does not really give you a chance to rest at all. There's very little chances to catch your breath, and by the end you're pretty tired. Oh, I am. A perfectly fine chart, but man, playing it is rough. Nope. I think the most ridiculous part was that this was rated 21 at release. Ah, yes. One level harder than Gargoyle. It was a worthy contest winner, though, so we'll let it slide. This one was a worthy one. Can't tell you that. I don't know why. That doesn't fall under my jurisdiction, unfortunately. need to play something a lot up anyways. Runs, so I'm not okay, now that's just not right. That's just not true. Once I got that first miss, it was like, eh. And that was just me not lifting my foot up in the right way.
Excellent! You did a really great job!
Pretty eh. It is really tough to time the end.
Next stage!
Because there's a lot of foot swinging involved, which makes it actually pretty difficult to time. Really fun still. This is one of those times where I'm kind of glad a contest winner didn't actually get put in the game. Because this chart became the consequence of that. Like, unfortunately, none of the entries for that particular difficulty range were really any good. I want to say Chris from Chile, if I remember right. But in that contest in particular, Andy Miro did state, we have the right to accept or not accept it even if you win. So this and Yogg Double had no charts put in. And Yogg Double wasn't really needed anyways because we had what is currently D18, put in the game like 2 months prior. But yeah, because nobody won this one, Windforce threw his own thing in. Honestly, I think that was better. Because this chart is really good, just really tough. I'm gonna fix this on this game. It's a tough one to fix, too. got past the hard part, dude, and then I just whiffed the center panel at the end.
Absolutely perfect!
That's on me for bad technique.
Wow!
Oh well.
New record!
Oh well.
Game over!
Would have been nice to have a good clean video of that, but whatever. That's another weird one for how I don't really know how to feel about that chart. It has good ideas, but it definitely feels like that era of FFMs. Because I think once he got his Red Snow chart in contest, that was when we started to really like see a shift in his patterning for the better, where things became more polished. This was one of those instances that was just like, he's still doing really weird things. And it shows. It is very interesting, unique. I definitely give it that. Things that were not common back then in that chart are pretty common now. So it is pretty forward-thinking for what it is. And it, even today, it does some things that you don't really see a whole lot of, like doing 240 BPM 16 drills crossed over. That's not something you see a lot of. Well, some people manage to actually climb out of their holes and actually write some good things. Like, I will not approve of, especially not Diesel's original draft of Unique, which was released long before it became official. I'm still not happy with how the official chart is, but I think Diesel himself has grown into a good, solid step maker. Some people manage to figure things out. I don't know if Nako could, because all I've ever seen from Nako are like the really, really hard, weird things. It was quite a bit harder.
I think they're trying to hire people who can chart at all ranges because they like to give some like full songs.
Anyways, speaking of D27s, let's go take our shots at ERRORCODE and see how I feel. So I just need to save all my energy for the end and then burn it there. Which means I also need to keep my health up.
New tune! Online matches! Critical series! High voice! Remix!
I am going to play it to the end first just to make sure I have everything in my brain ready. So we're going to ignore the corners at the very end. We're just going to focus on the middle six. got thrown off at the end. I can't really jump, I'm just gonna have to mash as fast as I can.
That's
I just need to mash as fast as I can at the end. I can't jump it because I can't jump fast enough. Yeah. I feel pretty good, but I can't jump the ending. When it starts doing all the 30-second bursts back to back, I'm just gonna have to run as fast as I can.
next stage.
Because I just can't maintain it. Let's look at the very end. Energy-wise, I feel pretty good. I was trying to, but I was also so much in a panic because I fell off track so bad. I'm gonna do what I can, but this is not an easy thing to stay on pace on at the very end. Because I need to get the very end before then too, otherwise I lose too much health to be able to tank those. Load video. Do your job. The leakage first. Oh, there's jump there, okay. So I don't want to go past that. That I have to get, because that's where I fucked up. See what happens here. Oh, let's not get off that side. Make sure we're on the right thing here. messed up the ending again. We're getting there, but man.
You did it!
I'm messing up the third set. The one right before the 30-second burst. I need to get that one.
Next stage.
I have enough energy, I just need to just push it. And that's the hard part, is it's really tough at the end. The thing is, once I hit that last leakage section, I need to keep my health as high as possible. I can't afford misses once I get to that point.
Hey, why don't you just get up and dance, man?
Just take a second to catch your breath. We can get this. We can get this. Oh. But the strats there work. I save energy, I save health.
Game over.
You just have to get everything at the end. That's the part that matters the most. I need to look at that section some more. Hi, Center. I have to make that pull really hard. Okay, there's a scrap for that as well. Let's keep going on it. See what we can do. Let's see what we can do.
Ready? Pump it up.
Well, VC is no longer 27. And VC is definitely easier as a whole. Like, it is faster, but the ending of this is so much harder. Like, it doesn't seem like it, but it really is. Because having all of these 30-second bursts stacked together at the end at 200 BPM really hurts. Like, this is one of those things where I feel like the correct decision was made to distinguish between VC and ERRORCODE.
New tunes. Series Remix.
Because most of it's easy, but then you get to the end and it's a giant-ass wall, which will kill you. Boomerang spawn is 26. Takes a lot of effort, even for old heads like us. Many modern players struggle on it. Even some old school players still struggle on it. Because we had Boomerang D26 in our last round for full mode, and Matt Miller was really struggling to get a good score on it. That was the only reason why I beat him that round, was because my Boomerang was significantly better. He beat me on the other two. Yeah, VC is like considered mid-range now. There are so many other harder 26s. Got a little too lazy there. Yeah, I don't blame you. Got a little too lazy. Which is funny because that's karma for getting combo in places I shouldn't have gotten combo. I'm just kind of like just rolling my feet across arrows and getting a 400 combo at the beginning. And it's like, okay. What also solidifies Bamera's 26 is that in Phoenix they took out a lot of the ticks, which was a lot of extra life recovery.
Especially at the end.
The end, and then right before you go back into the B part, I think. I think that was maybe reduced a little bit, but definitely the ending. The ending has so many less ticks from the entire rest of Chimera onwards. Heh. 404, life bar not found. It's the same deal with Chimera as well. What used to be like our greatest nightmare was actually one of our biggest strengths looking back when you tried to pass it, because if you were dropping those, you were probably dying anyways. But back then, you got a lot more health out of them. So it was a lot easier to survive. At least mechanically. Playing Bamera on old IO is not recommended. And it does not matter what chart. The moment I saw my health, I was like, there's no way. I gotta push harder, that hard, not lose those. Yeah, I don't blame you. Ads are fickle. I need the health. I have the energy, but I need the health. Because I bombed the third part again pretty bad. It's gonna be. Oh, I don't have health. Sorry. I don't know why I'm here. It's like I don't have health for a remix. Gotta quit out.
Hey, is this really your best?
Well, it's unlikely we're getting any extra Phoenix 1 K-pop revivals out of what was already in the beta, so bye, Queen card. Kind of a shame. I really enjoy playing it. I'm not good at the D22, but I enjoy playing it a lot. Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of a miracle in itself.
The only one that went that was half unexpected was Boca. And that's... Well...
Yeah. I don't think it was very popular due to the charts, aside from
We still
D25.
keep all the others.
We keep all the
even
others.
Fly high.
Yeah.
Which I did not expect.
We haven't had heat wave. For us in Texas, it's been nothing but rain. It's been a surprisingly large amount of rain as we head into summer.
Then pump it up! New series! Remix!
Come on, you. Can't have that
Is
low
this
health.
really your best?
Can't have that low health. I have to hit harder. That's not enough. I can't afford to miss that third. God, I hope that heat wave passes pretty soon then. Stop messing that up. Where are my feet? Harder there. Well, at least it'll cool down pretty soon then. Take one more shot at this and then we'll take a break if needed. Turn that on too. health out.
Is this really your best?
I can't get any health through. I'm getting way too beat up. I'm just getting way too beat up to maintain health. I need to put more energy into that part because I'm definitely not hitting enough notes.
Hey, is this really your
Let's
best?
take a break for a second, just so I can catch my breath. We'll keep at this for a little longer. Hi, Dragon Sage. The clap pyramid it is. I'm trying. Man, it's hard at the end. Let's take a second, just regroup, catch my breath, and stop messing up the ending. Oh, for Mega Man Expo? I know they were getting close. Thank you, Regen. I might just want to turn that. Alright. Let's go. Let's go.
New tunes. Critical Theory Co-op Club Remix. Come on now. Just focus.
Almost. Getting there. Hey, K-turn. I have failed in roughly that spot about 5 times now. The last time I did a grind for this, it was like 3 in roughly that spot. It ain't over till it's over with this chart. Like there's no I had that. Either I get to the end or I don't. There's no it was close. It's too close at the end to be. I know it's an ironic and weird thing to say, but either I've got it or I don't. I'm gonna let that credit die actually, just so I can give myself more time to rest. That don't matter right there. I did feel better on the third part.
Hey, is this really your best?
Oh yeah, I still have to die out here. Come on.
Hey, is this really your best?
Let me get another towel. Let me keep this as the arm towel. Face towel. I'm sweating hard. Time is it? Oh, we got time. We got plenty of time. I don't know when I'm gonna end stream, but we just keep going for now. Keep trying these attempts. The plan is there. The consistency is getting there. It's just a matter of actually hitting the ending now. It didn't help that I got 3 misses like right at the very beginning of the last leakage section. That did not help at all. Without those 3 misses, I would have felt a lot better. And I made like one of them up immediately because I got combo afterwards, but the other 2 were bad. All right. Hi, Amir. I'm unfortunately not winning yet. I'm close, but I'm not quite there. Come on, you. I'm sorry for everyone's ears. Oh, why did I do that? I didn't lose the hold, I just dropped too many notes at the end because I was lazy. I am sorry about everyone's eardrums there. Well, that's technically PB because I've never gotten on the hold before. No, I have no energy to go down in the middle of that mess. I have no energy to do that. I needed to hit the 30 seconds better. I hit the 30 seconds pretty bad. The other stuff was actually pretty good before then. My back does not like frogging unless absolutely necessary, and jumping over and over at 200 BPM is not good for my back.
No time to go down.
There's no time to set it up either.
And you can't just.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make my pads extra oversensitive, and then I'm just going to mash 4 in the middle and get everything else that way. That's the strat. Okay, let's go to an arcade song just so I can...
Remix. Shortcut.
I'm so sorry, Censure. I am so sorry. Oh. I swear I'm not going to be nearly as loud when I actually get it because I'm going to be too tired to want to yell. Damn. I was feeling so good too.
Hey, is this really your best?
Back to Eric.
Shortcut. Difficulty zone 0. Remix.
I love going all the way back around because I'm too lazy to reach to the other panel. Yeah, I don't have golf ball feet. Or leg muscles for that. Like, the kind of muscles I use for pump, for playing how I do not translate to mashing. I'm really poor at mashing. Do this. Can. Just have to do it. Hey, I don't have good form. Like, have you seen me play singles? I don't have good form. I have form that works for me. Kind of makes it more amazing that I got that imprinting score, or not imprinting, Imperium score at RIP.
best?
I already felt kind of off. Like off in terms of like keeping my balance.
Shortcut.
And I can't afford to lose all that life in the middle like I did. Need to focus harder.
Hey, is this really your best?
Yeah, I wasn't. Rip in general went okay until grand finals.
Game over.
I was not happy with grand finals because I had to wait so long, and by that point, I was so cold and tired. Like Rinker put up a good fight and made me reset the bracket, but realistically, that should not have happened. Like I should have played better in that first round. That's also my fault for never actually playing him S25 until I had to. So that was 100% on me for not preparing. There were some good things, but as a whole, the performance up to grand finals was about what I expected, aside from All-Tail. All-Tail should not have happened that way. But for some reason, I just flub All-Tail so bad. I hate playing it. And I always struggle with reading the beginning and end for some reason. Even though I have like a 0 grade 1 miss score. Like, I don't fucking know. I'm gonna take like 2 more attempts at this and be good. What you looking at? Fan?
Manual.
For what? Weed whacker? Oh, drill.
It's power washer.
Oh, okay. Ugh. I'm gonna try this like 2 more times. I'm gonna hopefully get a better ending, but I am starting to tire out a little bit mentally. Alright, let's give this a little bit more. Come on now.
Pump it up. New tunes. These are difficulty zone level setting tunes. Series. Now remix.
quite enough health. It was close, but not quite. Gonna get one more try at this, and that's it today.
Remix shortcut. Let go. And then one more attempt at error code, and that'll be it for today. Hey, is this really your best? Shortcut.
Ah.
Co-op play.
Hey,
Co-op play remix.
stupid thing really tried to skip over it. Almost there. Last attempt. We'll see what happens. Headache. Headache.
Hey, is this really your best?
Too much headache. I was kind of fighting headache the whole way. So another time, I had to stop there. Almost. Not quite there, but almost. Just for the sake of ending on a good song that like I like more.
Hey, is this really your best?
I'm burned out. I tried, and we're almost there. Ugh. Alrighty, y'all.
Game over.
So, let's talk stuff real quick. So I actually have a Doom 64 run tomorrow for No Glitches Allowed. I'll be running Watch Me Die Speed at about 8:30 Eastern tomorrow night for US time. So 8:30 Eastern. 8:30 Eastern? I think it was 8:30 Eastern. It might be 9:30 Eastern. There's a schedule. I'll send you all over to the marathon. You can check the schedule there. But I'll be doing that. Peaches will be on commentary with me. We'll have a fun time. And so because of that, I will be sending you all over to No Glitches Allowed to watch what marathon stuff is today. I don't know when I'm going to be doing pump stuff next because kind of have to prepare for Power Up with Pride still, which is next week. And I have Ikaruga for that. So I don't know when I'm going to do another pump stream. But we'll figure that out. Anyways, I'm going to send it all over to No Glitches Allowed. I will hopefully see y'all tomorrow night for some Doom. If not, I'll see y'all whenever I see y'all. Thanks for watching.